Okay, theoretically, we are live.
That's interesting. All I see is that this one should start soon. So
But
maybe
we
I just
never
need to
saw.
refresh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to pretend it's going live.
Yep. Someone can verify that for us. That would be great. This is our first live stream, and we're doing it, because
side.
it's International Play Music on the Porch Day, and that seemed like a great opportunity to celebrate music and making the world a better place through music. So that's what we're attempting to do, and maybe we'll have a few folks here on the lawn. Even if our live stream doesn't work out, we are hopeful that...
As we suspect, and yet then when we put on the delay, it actually shows up somewhere. So technology has bitten us in the hindquarters, perhaps.
So we're gonna launch. We don't know if anyone's out there. Here comes Meryl.
Here comes Meryl. And Deb, our first potential audience members.
All
A
right.
song of Happy Reunion
Happy
written by
Reunion.
Timothy Soden-Groves.
All right, here we go. Here comes Brian.
The gang's coming here.
There we are. So here we
Alrighty.
go. We'll turn on the light in your window, babe. I can see it shining from a long ways off. See it when I'm coming up the hill to your place, darling. Yes, I'm coming back home to you. Turn up the light in your window, babe. Let's sit out here on your big old stoop and talk about all the things that we used to say and do. Just sit and talk and pass the time with you. Turn down the light in your window, babe. Wanna see, but I don't wanna see too much.
Let me
Let me lay right here in your loving arms tonight. Just snug as a bug in a rug by your light. I'm your little goat, sweet little horns on my head, causing trouble most of the time, regretting what I said. But turn off the light in your window, babe. I just wanna close my eyes and see.
Wanna close my eyes and see
all the times we've been round and round in my head. Just hold my head now, babe, and sweet. Turn on the light in your window, babe. I can see it shining from a long ways
I
off.
can see it shine.
See it when I'm coming up the hill to your place, mama. Yes, I'm a coming back home to you. Yes, I'm a coming back home to you. All right, a song of happy reunion. Look at all these folks we haven't seen in a little while out there.
Yeah, how cool is that? And we'll just preface this all with the more you drink, the better we sound. So preferably alcohol. So just start drinking early, often, and we'll get better and better as time goes on then.
Well, we're gonna do some original songs here, but we're also gonna do some covers that we really like to do, and so that
Hopefully-
first one,
You can
was.
recognize the difference.
you might recognize the song if it's a cover.
Oh,
So this is a
sorry.
Beatles song.
Yeah, and I had that scheduled for yet a different event, but
Ah, yes.
yeah, we were supposed to organize this better.
Yeah. We're not strong on the organizational side here today.
So this is like front music on the front porch.
Yeah, it's International Play Music on the Porch Day, which is a really neat thing. I think this just started last year, and is, I think, bigger this year than last year.
Well, I'm thinking, well, and the other thing for us is, this is a lot of stuff to get on our little porch. We used to be better. No, we didn't actually. We always traveled with too much stuff. And it's been, well, I know, but you know, it was all about the front porch, theoretically. Oh, sure, Porch Fest, yeah. So, it's been years, many years since we've actually played out. It was like in on Lake Superior 10 years ago, last gig.
It's been a while, so yeah, we've kind of decided that campfires and porches and kitchen tables are
Our MO now. So this song is Let It Be by the Beatles, and when I was growing up, I actually thought that it was Mother Mary. I thought it all had to do with kind of churchy things, and you know, I was just kind of, you know, okay, it's a concept, only to discover Paul, the author of the song, his mother died when I think he was like about 15 or 16 years old, and he was going through a really troublesome time, and his mother came to him in a dream, and his mother's name is Mary. And basically, in this dream, it was just like, let it go. It's okay. Just let it be. So here's our interpretation. Letter B.
the letter B, brought to you by the
Letter B. I like that. One of my favorite shows.
All right, let's
Are
let
you
it
ready
rip.
there?
Yeah, here we go.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. sound of music, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. We finished at the
Yeah.
same time.
Sort of. All right.
Little victories, you just go with the little victories.
Well, are we seeing any action out in the Facebook world? Do we have anybody who has told us that we actually are live streaming, or is this just a pipe dream?
I can't find it.
All right.
I go to your website and I look, to see that there's something streaming, and all I see is a blank page.
All right. Well, if
So
there is no live stream, that is
that's
it's
okay.
still
just,
music on the porch,
yeah,
you know?
and record it, and,
And
then we
we're
can post it.
recording, yes,
Yeah.
so.
For further reference of what not to do. Does are our vocals compared to our instrumentals? Are they sounding balanced enough? Okay. Okay.
All right. Excellent.
Quality can't be changed, but
Well, yeah, quality on this particular song, this really Irish drinking song,
oops.
can't be measured just in terms of hitting the right notes and stuff like that.
I'll come back to it later.
Let's see. I don't think I play this up 2
No,
though.
I think-
I play it +1 is what I think.
This is complex mathematical.
We don't necessarily have
Complications up here.
comprehensive crib notes here.
Next time.
All right, so this
Ready?
is we met at Sir Ben's and
yes.
on a Thursday night, a Celtic music night, and one of the big songs that they play every time is "Star of the County Down." They play it about a third this speed, but anyway, but we got married 17 weeks after we met the second time.
Yeah. You forgot
So
the first
that's
time.
kind of why we probably play this at warp speed.
Okay.
Near Banbridge Town in the county down on the morning last July. Down to Doreen came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her 2 bare feet to the crown of her nut brown hair. Such a winsome elf that I pinched myself for to see I was really there. From Bantry Bay to Derry Quay, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. As she onward sped, sure I scratched my head and I looked with a feeling rare. And I said, says I, to a passerby who's that maid with the nut brown hair. He smiled at me and he says to me, that's the gem of Ireland's crown. Young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann, she's the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. again on the Irish frame drum, popularly known as the bowrong. All right.
It's all good until somebody loses an eye.
So, having not played out in front of a live audience,
Which is so great.
which is so great, for how long?
Years. Decade.
12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
A,
is,
a tolerant live audience
Oh,
is actually
very
my
good.
personal favorite.
and,
Oops.
let's see here. So this is coming up here is a Townes Van Zandt song. Anybody find our Facebook stream? Is it? Okay. Yeah, we just don't know the answer to that. Let's see here. I'm gonna need a little tunage myself.
So, the very first time that Timothy played this song for me, it was just so sad. I cried. Of course, I actually cry at a good steak, but that's not saying much. But
I didn't actually play it.
no, you didn't. But you played it on a CD.
Yeah.
I heard it with you from you.
And that's why she cried, because it was Nancy Griffith.
Yes. Well,
No.
no, there's some harsher, hardshipy kind of parts to this song where you might just want to cover her little ears, but anyhow,
There's no bad words.
concepts you may not want to explain quite yet. These tune so much easier in the dark with these electronic tuners where you can actually see what you're doing. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Wait a
So
second.
Townes Van
I
Zandt.
gotta disappear here for a second.
Oh, you're going somewhere. Oh, Diane is engaging in a major operation to get her footrest into the proper position for her foot. Now, Diane's feet are both well educated.
Yes.
On the other hand, I
You have a bad left foot.
I got a bad foot. Keeps me from dancing at Kaylee's. That's
So-
for sure.
This is Tecumseh Valley by Townes Van Zandt. The name she gave was Caroline, daughter of a miner, and her ways were free, and it seemed to me the sunshine walked beside her. She came from Spencer, across the hill. She said her pa had sent her, 'cause the coal was low, and soon the snow would turn the skies to winter. She said she'd come to look for work. She was not seeking favors for a dime a day and a place to stay. She turned those hands to labor. But the times were hard, Lord, and the jobs were few all through Tecumseh Valley. But she asked around, and a job she found, tending bar at Gypsy Sally's. She saved enough to get back home when spring replaced the winter. But her dreams were denied. Her pa had died. The word come down from Spencer.
So she turned to whoring out on the streets with all the grief inside her. And it was many a man returned again to lay himself beside her. They found her down beneath the stairs that led to Gypsy's Valley. In her hand when she died was a note that cried, fare thee well, there comes the valley. The name she gave was Caroline, daughter of a miner.
And her ways were free, and it seemed to me the sunshine walked beside her. Thank you. It's another thing about
Hey.
what I think about this song is just, we just don't know the backstory of everybody's lives and why they are or why they do what they do or, you know, any of that stuff. Can I have Big Bertha, please?
Big Bertha.
Bertha, the big
All
guy.
right.
And I'm going to need the cable. There we go. So this next one,
Yeah, this next one is a song that was that's a Little Feat song, and it's about King David and sort of him recalling big events in his life, and specifically, of course, if you're King David, everybody asks you about Goliath, and so he starts off talking about him taking down Goliath, which was a big deal. But as he begins to just kind of reflect on his life, he thinks about all of the things that happened, and he remembers his son, Absalom. Absalom, who rose up in rebellion in an attempt to have a coup d'etat to take over the throne, and Absalom, who was killed in the attempt to take over the kingdom. And King David grieves. This song, this is a little different take on the song that we've kind of figured out here, but we like it. Do I play harmonica on this? I don't think I do I? No. Okay. That's all right.
hey Max.
There's Max. All right.
Okay.
So here we go. This is called Gimme a Stone. They come to me and they start to cry. Say you gotta do something about that guy. They say take this sword, I say thanks a lot, but I do all right with this sling I got. Someone give me a stone, give me a stone, give me a stone. Someone give me a stone, give me a stone. Stone that I can hold, a stone that I can throw. Someone give me a stone, someone give me a stone. and I'll do what I can. See how he laughs when I put out his eye. And there he'll fall, there he'll die. Someone give me a stone, give me a stone, give me a stone. Someone give me a stone, give me a stone. Stone that I can throw, a stone that I can throw. Someone give me a stone, someone give me a stone. Absalom, oh Absalom, would I die for you, my son? I'd have had it all undone, the way it all come down. When I look at you, my son, I see myself when I was young. Saddest thing I ever done was put you in the ground. Absalom, oh Absalom, would I die for you, my son? I'd have had it all undone, the way it all come down. When I look at you, my son, I see myself when I was young. Saddest thing I ever done was put you in the ground. All right, Little Feet song. Sure. So, again, this is International Play Music on the Porch Day, and we're glad that you guys are here with us.
Come on over. No embarrassment there.
We got some neighbors here, which is a nice thing. Let's see here. Now, when I was a kid,
Sorry, this is just a comment. I'm wondering, did you set the recording to play for public and not just you?
yeah,
Okay, never mind then. It's not available. Okay.
it's not available.
It's not. They can't see it.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
can't
Well,
connect. Okay.
We'll
Anyhow.
play it back later.
Again.
I think we're recording, so we should be able to
We'll
just
just
post
post
it, and
it.
that's what we'll do later. So that's all good. All right.
This
So
is Play on Your Porch and Tolerant Neighbors celebration. So here we are.
So when I was a kid, my two sisters, they were both older than me, 5 and 7 years older. They took piano lessons, which I didn't, and you guys are suffering as a result. But beyond that, they sat down at the piano and frequently and played this duet, which I always thought was so cool. Both of them playing the piano and singing this song. It was actually two songs. It was a song and a counter melody to the song. So, and it's kind of a 40s thing, but
We were not alive when this was out originally, but very close. Very close. Are you ready?
I'm not sure I'm actually tuned that well. So,
I was recently tuning it to a different sound.
so if you want to entertain
So
the
this was a
assembled
song
multitude.
I liked, and this was kind of fun for me because it was like when he talked about this other song, because it's Blue Moon and Heart and Soul. His sisters used to play those, as a piano duet. And I thought, oh, that sounds like fun, and I just liked Blue Moon, and then we kind of figured out our own way. I'm sure it was actually written out there somewhere, but we pretended to figure this out ourselves. Makes me feel good, but maybe I'd heard it somewhere. I don't know. But anyhow, this
All
is
right.
Blue Moon and Heart and Soul. Blue moon
soul, the way a fool would do madly, because you held me tight and stole a kiss in the night, heart and soul. I begged to be adored, lost control, and tumbled overboard gladly. That magic night we kissed there in the moonbeam,
And then there's
suddenly appeared before me, the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me, and when I looked the moon had turned to gold.
blue.
Now I see what
Now I'm
one
no
embrace can
longer
do. Look at
alone.
me, it's got
Without
me
a dream
loving
in my
madly. That
Without
little
a
kiss
love
you
of my
stole,
own.
hello, my heart and soul, heart and soul.
You saw me
Love you,
standing
heart and soul, the way
without a
a fool
dream
would do
in my
madly, because
without
you
a
held
love of
me
my
tight and stole a kiss in the night, heart and soul, heart and soul, blue moon. It's even,
Kind of recognizable even.
it's even better when you don't screw it all up. Oh, we have so much fun.
Thank you.
I'm sure we
But the
play
more
at the
you drink, the
kitchen.
better we'll sound.
That's true. The more you drink, the better we sound. So
Preferably
drink,
alcohol.
so
not
drink like
water
fish.
is not very effective on that. That note.
We do a lot of playing at the kitchen table, and sometimes the window's open, and so I'm sure that
Poor
Deb gets some
Deb's-
free concerts there.
Deb's probably heard a few things.
You've heard more mistakes than that, let me tell you. So speaking of drinking like fish,
Oh yeah.
this one is, I actually started when I was single back around 2001. I started to write this song, kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing. I thought it was about a divorced friend of mine and all of the sort of silly, predictable things he was doing as a divorcee. And the more I wrote the
Middle-aged
song,
one. They're really
yeah.
scary.
The more I wrote the song, I realized I was writing it about myself. So anyway, this is just called Mr. Fish. Are we tuned here? Do we think so? Oh, that was me. I was just playing this,
That was
wasn't
you,
it?
yeah.
I wasn't totally satisfied with that. So
Which is really hard when you can actually hear if it's out of tune. Me, I just kind of, really? He'll go, you might want to check your tuning, and I'll go, oh, really? Okay. Kind of hard. Speaking
Okay.
of that, close enough.
Snark says we're on.
Snark,
Snark. All right.
the ever trustworthy.
Let's see if we can get this here. This is Mr. Fish. Mr. Fish, you're a dish and a dream to every solo mother. Hanging round, cruising town, looking for her perfect lover. She's going fishing tonight in the silver moonlight. I hope you're feeling alright, Mr. Fish. Mr. Fish, make a wish on that star there with your name on it, written by some guy that died when he tried to pen the perfect sonnet. He's going fishing tonight in your falling starlight. I hope you're well out of sight, Mr. Fish. You washed up on the beach one night and saw that there was more to life. Now you're selling seashells for a song, Mr. Fish. What's the hitch? Why don't you just go to her? She hooked your heart, that's the start. She's your solitary cure. You're going fishing tonight in the rising love light. It's gonna be alright, Mr. Fish.
Oops. Thank you. We should try
Good
to
old
end at the
Mr.
same
Fish.
time.
You know, it was, I think the original, the original thought that inspired that song was someone shortly after my painful divorce told me,
Don't let her out any further. We have a guest performer.
oh,
Okay.
there's always more fish in the
There's
sea.
always more fish in the
But
sea.
is this the time? Oh, this is
This
the
is
time.
the time. So,
Oh, yes.
we had noticed that when Timothy played his harmonica,
Deb has noticed.
Deb probably has noticed this, when Timothy plays his harmonica and we get the concertina out, we have a howling dog who joins in on key and
More or less.
on tempo. Well, I can't hear off key, so, okay. So we're gonna try to invite Katie out. Hopefully she doesn't get too sidetracked. And maybe she will join us and sing with us.
Let's wait until we're really just totally prepped.
I don't think she's going to make it any further. If I can just get her to sit right here, we should be okay. We'll just see how this all works. You know, it's like when you have children and they've done something 10,000 times and you show them off to one other person and they look at you like, huh, what am I? Like you're performing pet trick kid? No. So this will probably what will happen with her. But she's sitting here. She's waiting eagerly. Really? You're going to have to be in tune too?
Well,
Honey, the
Katie
dog
might not sing
howls.
if we're not in tune.
Well, that's true.
All right,
You ready,
so
Katie?
okay, we're getting.
Come on. I don't think you can come any further. Come on. You can do it. Okay, sit. No, come on. Okay, no,
So this experiment could be a total train wreck, which could be entertaining in and of
Timothy,
itself.
Call her.
Katie, come on out. Hey, Miss Magoo.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Katie Magoo.
Play your harmonica. Okay,
You got it?
I got it.
All right, we'll see how this
The
goes.
things we'll do.
All right, this is called Campfire Song, and it's all about singing around the
Come
campfire,
on, Katie. Come on.
which you definitely got to have a dog for.
Okay, let's just do it.
All right, here we go. Pretty soon, here we go. I promise.
Told you.
Down by the campfire, hear the laughter and song. Ain't no time to be alone, now the daylight's gone. So you grab up your heartstrings, you don't need no more, and you walk 'em on down to the fire and the roar. Come a little closer to the warmth and the light. Step into the circle, push back the night. Circle of song, it's the circle of life. Circle of heart to heart, push back the night. Old one weaving a tail, fly like a bird. Wide-eyed kids sit quiet, hang on every word. Hear the old-time stories again, sing the old-time songs. Lift your dreams to the starry sky, up where they belong. Come a little closer to the warmth and the light. Step into the circle, push back the night. Circle of song, it's the circle of life. Circle of heart to heart, push back the night. Here we go now. Let the fire go down, let the embers burn low. May your heart be full now, may your love light grow. Come a little closer to the warmth and the light. Step into the circle, push back the night. Circle of song, it's the circle of life. Circle of heart to heart, push back the night. Circle of song, it's the circle of life. Circle of heart to heart, push back the night. Did you guys hear her? She was a little subdued compared to usual. We've noticed that in the last few months since she started singing the song with her, she's getting more and more on pitch. It's like,
There's
whoa.
hope for her yet. Not so much me.
All right.
Yeah. Anyhow.
All right, so we'll do one that is maybe familiar to folks a little bit. Let's see here if we can get the right harmonica. This is the segment of our set where we get out and we play the harmonicas that destroyed the world. We didn't want to give you much forewarning to that because that would create a lot of anxiety on your part. And so far we haven't destroyed the world, so it's all good, right?
Mostly. That
Mostly.
we know of. Well, that was fun. Of course, just like it, she doesn't stop howling when we play ourselves, of course. That's how it is, always.
All right, so
Okay.
this is a Old Crow Medicine Show song, but that was, and I wish I could remember which one of the band members was hanging with Bob, and he saw some notes. This was like 20 years ago that Bob Dylan had scratched out on like a napkin or something, and and he'd been working on this song and just not coming up with anything. And the Old Crow Medicine Show guy, whose name I cannot remember, looks at it and says, can I have this? And Dylan says, sure, So that became this song that Old Crow Medicine Show and Darius Rucker and some other folks made real popular. So that's kind of the story.
Wagon wheel.
That just did not sound right to me.
The devil's in the details.
There's a lot of details to deal
And
with, too.
and this is where we make
There we go.
a good, for each other, because I'm like, bottom line, and he's going, but the devil's in the details, and I'm going, yeah, you've lost me, too many details, bottom line, but I actually totally appreciate a detail person. I may have to go take a walk while he's just getting them all figured out, and then I'll come back, and then it'll be all figured out for me, bottom line. It's a teamwork. It's a team thing.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
You must say so yourself. Sorry.
Really,
Serious, professional.
here we go.
Okay.
Headed down south to the land of the pines, thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring up the road, pray to God I see headlights. Oh, I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. I'm hoping for Raleigh, and I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a picker in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I hate to pick the banjo. Now I got these words. Oh, the North Country winters keep a-getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. I ain't turning back to living that old life no more. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Here's where we play harmonica. Walking to the south out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke. But he's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. And I gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me.
Thank you. Whoa. Oh, this is a good one. Well, like, anyhow. Wait a minute. You're not supposed to say that, are you? I'll get more professional as time goes on. Probably not, but anything could happen.
This is a
long one.
long one. You know, you think you've been sitting here a long time. You will think that again in the middle of this song, probably. But back in 1996,
You shouldn't tell people that. It's time to go now.
back in 1996, there had been a copper mine in the Porcupine Mountains of Upper Michigan in the little town of White Pine. And the copper mine shut down, as copper mines do. It just wasn't profitable, and the town was devastated. It just emptied out. It was, it was like some Iron Range communities, like Silver Bay back in the 80s. It was rough times. And so anyway, someone came in and said, if we automate this and we have this thing called acid solution mining, we'd like to try out. And what it was sulfuric acid diluted in a 1 to 10 mixture that they were going to put down into the mine, and it's an underground mine, and pump it back up to the surface, and the copper would be dissolved in that acid solution, and they would be able to extract the copper. The plan then was to put the acid back into the mine, just leave it there for eternity, encased in rock, 6 miles from Lake Superior, just upstream on the White Pine River. Not everybody thought that was a great idea, and some citizens camped out on the railroad tracks at the edge of the Bad River Indian Reservation that year to stop the train that was on its way to White Pine. There was a rickety old track crossing the Bad River, and they felt that it was a very dangerous crossing for this sulfuric acid to be making. They stopped the train. They negotiated for a couple of weeks. The train backed up. Never made it to White Pine. The Michigan EPA, in the meantime, weighed in and said, you really ought to do an environmental impact study on this thing. So it was just too much for the investors, and they backed away. Bottom line, life is complicated. There's a lot of cognitive dissonance just in living in this modern world. And, we all need a way to get along and get by, have jobs. And we also need to always consider at what price does that life come.
There's more. We will tell you to the rest of the story
Oh, there's
from
so
White
much
Pine,
more to
Michigan.
that story. You thought
and
the
yet,
story was long. Wait till you hear
the
song.
song.
Yeah. Oh,
But it's got a good beat, and you can dance to it. Yes, this
yep.
is an original.
Up here in White Pine, we got a hole in the ground, a big old copper mine. It's the pride of our town. And every day, people working hard to earn their wage. They got lives to live, kids to raise, and bills to pay. Yeah, up here in White Pine, we got a hole in the ground, a big old copper mine. It's the pride of our town. Well, times were tough, their belly up when the mine shut down. The engineers said, well, the load was dead, she was all tapped out. The copper's there still, and if there's a will, there's a bitter way. And who's to care about acid down there, buried far away? While up here in White Pine, what price does living demand? The American dream shines like a fire across the land. Caught in the snare, together we share accountability. Do we buy our material lives at the cost of what was free? While up here in White Pine, we got a hole in the ground, a big old copper mine, just like in your town. things we need, the lives we lead, they take their toll. And maybe there's a better way to let this big rock roll. We dreamed of progress in the 19th century, and we carried that dream on our backs till we made it history. Does anyone here have a new dream for what this place could be? Does anyone here have a new dream? Mother Earth, what will we do when the well runs dry? Father Time, what does it mean when the clock won't wind? And the days are passing for squeezing water from the stone. Still the sand that's slipping through our fingers whispers hope. While up here in White Pine, we got a hole in the ground, a big old copper mine, just like in your town. Up here in White Pine, up here in White Pine, up here in White Pine, we got a hole in the ground. Up here in White Pine.
It's a little raucous-y. Oh, at the rest of the story. Now, in White Pine, Michigan, okay, yeah, great. We're used to clearing the room. It's all good. It's never offensive. We know that. In White Pine, Michigan, now they actually opened up that mine, and they were doing. Well, they were a little embarrassed, I think, kind of to talk about it, but they were hydroponically growing hemp. And I believe it might even be for the government. So in his creative endeavor, Timothy has written the perfect jingle for the White Pine Mining Company, now Hemp and Garment Company, potentially, that I think they should really take advantage of this. So here it is, Mr. Jingle himself.
When you're flying in your, let's see, when you're flying. When you're flying in your Apache and your shirt is feeling scratchy, White Pine.
White Pine.
And you're sliding down the roper in the jungle hunting dopers, White Pine.
White Pine. White Pine.
White Pine Hemp and Natural Garment Company outfitters to America's worldwide black ops. White Pine, Michigan,
Made in
USA.
America. I think he could get money for that. I think they could. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing something else here.
All right. Well, the pandemic has taken its toll on our mental faculties.
Honey, where's my tuna fish?
You're looking, oh, you know what? Somehow I ended up with your tuna fish. Where's mine?
Right here.
You had mine?
But mine has bling. Yours is boring. Mine's shiny.
Yes.
Just saying.
All right. So this is a Neil Young song. I'm half Canadian. My Canadian family lives in and around Orillia, Ontario, which is about 90 miles north of Toronto. So living here and visiting relatives there is, you know, it's a trip, and it goes across the UP and switches over at Sault Ste. Marie. and goes through this little town called Blind River, which is mentioned in this Neil Young song as, kind of a, I don't know, a rite of passage, I guess, in a young man's life.
Okay, this is Long May You Run. Now, I'm thinking, oh, maybe jogging partners. Now, I should have actually been more aware of the words,
Guys don't write songs
chrome
about their
heart
jogging
shining in the
partner.
sun. It's not about human beings. It's about a guy in his car. So this
Hey, it was a
this
really cool
this
car, man.
really really touching thing is about a guy in his car. I was a little disappointed when I figured that one out, but I still like it.
I think you can take it any way you want to.
Chrome heart shining in the sun. Blind
Neil
River.
Young writes about big universal themes.
You missed that shift on the long decline.
That ain't right. That just ain't right.
And we're on plus two.
I went down the wrong road there in the harmonica world. We've been through some things together, with trunks of memories still to come. We found things to do in stormy weather. Long may you run. Long may you run. Long may you run. Although these changes have come, with your chrome heart shining in the sun. Long may you run. It was up in Blind River in 1962 when I last saw you alive. But we missed that shift on the long decline. Long may you run. Long may you run. Long may you run. Although these changes have come, with your chrome heart shining in the sun. Long may you run. Maybe the Beach Boys have got you now, with those waves singing Caroline, rolling down that empty ocean road. They're getting to the surf on time. Long may you run. Long may you run. Although these changes have come, with your chrome heart shine
you go.
Hey,
So
I think
this last one
we're down to our
is-
last song, aren't we?
Yep, we're down to our last song. You guys are really, really wonderful audience. Thank you very much. It,
We've gotten that tip before. Don't quit your day job.
I guess this is a song that Timothy wrote, and it's actually a funeral song. And so I guess that makes sense to end the show on his funeral song.
And it kind of is a nice bookend for that song of happy reunion that was our opener, In Your Window.
Or innuendo, as I tend to. Oh, never mind. I have a different name for all of his songs. You know, they have a title, and then there's my title, and yeah, it's either innuendo or a horny old goat song, and I can't really kind of remember which one I.
Too much information, Diane.
Okay. Story of my life.
There we go. All right. Now I've tuned it all up there beautifully. Forgotten to put the capo on.
Retune.
We'll be good. It's all gonna
Yeah,
be good
whatever.
here. We're just gonna wing this one.
If it's an original, they don't know it doesn't sound right.
That's right.
We'll see. Oh, maybe somebody actually has pitch.
Here we go. Tell me, my brother, my sister, what do you see? See you friend or foe, or wretched refugee? I've traveled far to find some peace within your eyes. Should I seek my comfort in another? Though these miles have left me ragged and worn, the road to you has been like a way of the rose. And this tattered coat I wear, gonna soon leave it far behind. 'Cause someday new garments I'll be wearing. Oh, take me down to the water. Oh, take me down by the sea. Oh, take me down, wash my soul in your loving eyes, and I will gladly walk these last few miles with thee. When I lay me down one last time to sleep, of your sweet love I'll be thinking. And when they lay me low, ain't no time to weep, 'cause I'll be back home with you come morning. Oh, take me down to the water. Oh, take me down by the sea. Take me down, wash my soul in your loving eyes, and I will gladly walk these last few miles with thee. Oh, take me down by the sea. So take me down, wash my soul in your loving eyes, and I will gladly walk these last few miles with thee. Yes, I will gladly walk these last few miles with thee. All
There
right.
you go. Or the Viking funeral song, you know. Rocket
Well,
Gibraltar.
thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. There's a lot of folks online today playing for International Play Music on the Porch Day. Our good friends in music and in life, Mike and Kim Monson, played with the Fish Heads a little earlier
Yep,
today.
1
We've
o'clock.
got a whole bunch of other friends that are playing out on their porches and online. So I really look on Facebook. You'll probably find somebody you know playing on the porch today.
I have an encore request.
Uh-oh.
Meryl felt the need to go get more beer and missed her favorite song, Wagon Wheel.
Wagon wheel?
Oh,
Could you do it again?
we can do that.
Oh, for fun.
Maybe
oh,
should we turn
sweet.
off the recording?
Sure.
Let's
we
turn
can
off the recording.
turn that out now.
And
Bye.
Session.
Oh, yeah. Totally.